cards in. Come on here. Okay. Alrighty. All right, so gonna get started. Good Lord. Okay. All right, going to get started. Gonna get started with love readings. Gonna go over a couple things first before I start doing live. So hopefully ending up with some subscribers, a little more than what we have thus far. Love readings. Make sure to go subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will be reminding you throughout the readings. Hit subscribe so you can come back for all your readings, all of your love readings, current vibes, current energies, whatever. Just so you can come back and get all of them. You'll get notifications for each and every one of those also. Okay. Make sure to go hit up Instagram, Facebook, Hangman Tarot, as well as TikTok Tarot. I have Hanged Man. And that is Hanged Man Tarot. No spaces, no capitals. And that is new. So that is just being put up. So that is just beginning as well. All of this is just kind of beginning. Okay. Get a couple more shuffles in here. A couple more shuffles here. don't know why I'm using that. Okay. And it started with Aries reading, so this is just going to be going over current energies of love interest, maybe a love interest. Cards popping out already. We've got our Ace of Air, so Ace of Swords. This deck just says the element, which is fine. Nine of Swords. Five of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. I don't know what that means. All right, so okay, I'm definitely vibing off that they're an air sign also. So that is definitely a go here. They have come into a pretty large spiritual growth. So there's breakthrough for this individual. So this individual is just kind of coming into maybe an abundance of their manifestations. So they're coming into kind of a period where everything that they've thought of, everything that they have worked on and put efforts in is really coming alive. It's really starting to kind of perk up. So it's kind of like a building of a lifestyle, if you will. So kind of initially, they might repress. So basically, it's not that they're going to ignore that you're there, but they're going to repress or try to suppress the whole idea of even being bothered by anybody. But it doesn't mean that they're not wanting you specifically. It's just something that they do. So it's nothing that they're personally going to be doing towards you. So their spiritual growth, though, is really important here, and their, the building of this lifestyle that they're creating. Not more of a wellness is kind of how I'm vibing off that card for sure, but they definitely are wanting to they're trying to make sure that whomever they're ending up with will change. So there's going to be a required change in the individual that they choose. So it's not necessarily like them ignoring you straight out the gate, but it will be them kind of like suppressing that they even have feelings for you in general. If this person is or around you at the moment, by the end of this, though, there's going to be a lot of hard work in this. There's going to be, it would be a practical conversation, relationship, everyday living. It would be very practical. So the outcome of a relationship with this type of individual is just, it seems like it would be really strong growing, and they're financially in a good place. And that's also a huge plus, because that's something that you don't even actually have to worry about at this point. Okay, so they could actually even be a single parent. So they could be a person who's pretty independent, taking care of themselves, but they could actually be a single parent. So maybe look out for that also. All right, Aries. Next up, we've got our Taurus. I'm going to shuffle the cards. All right. Let me get this a little bit further away. Okay, I just feel like it's shaking unnecessarily. This hair is annoying the shit out of me. How you like that? There we go. That's better. Not. Just kidding. Stay up. Good Lord. Hold on. I feel like an old lady when I put my hair like this. I'm old and decrepit. I'm old, help me. All right, Taurus, you're up next, I swear. Okay. Taurus, you would not want me to look like garbage doing your reading. Okay. A couple more shuffles here. Doodaloo, doodaloo. Taurus, love or maybe love, or are we in a coupling, present, maybe sometime in the future? Okay. Come on. Very slow pace, Taurus. Does that surprise me? No, it does not. Not at all. Okay, let's split the deck. All right. First up, reverse world card. We got next, King of Cups. Goodness. Okay. Six of Swords. Page of Swords. That is reverse. And we got another Swords card. So lots of air here. Lots of air. So maybe an air sign. But it's looking like... Let me see here. Boy. Not friendly. I tell you that. Not friendly at all. Sorry. Okay, so this is just, I'm a Taurus, so now I'm like, ooh. Okay, so love. So whatever relationship you're in is definitely going to be air. So there's a dealing with an air sign here. But with this dealing comes it's very unfocused energy. So you have lots of delays, lots of new ways of thinking, but lots of radical internal bullshit. So you have a lot of bullshit happening here. And when you're trying to find a path and you have a lot of changing inward, sometimes we don't keep up with each other. So it becomes very unfocused. That could be happening, but there's a lot of delays here and a huge hesitation in the relationship fucking period. Yeah. So, and it's almost as if they're having like a super hard time getting it together. So it's either you or them, but in general, this relationship is faulted. Because the outcome immediately, I'm going to just express this, is a separation. So the outcome is definitely depression, not able to move on. Somebody's blaming somebody in this situation. This is reverse swords. It's not looking good as far as the whole reading here. Yeah, there's a lot of sponging off each other. It seems like a very toxic situation. So Taurus, get out of it. Whether you're the toxic one or they're the toxic one, it does not matter at a certain point. It doesn't matter. When a relationship ends, it's never just one person's fault. So this one, though, there's a lot of blaming and there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of closure, not closure. There's a lot of delay, unfocused energy. And this is with very much so an air sign. And this is a major arcana card. There is one here. So it makes me feel as if this was a kind of a big transition in your life. So this relationship in general made a big effect and impact within your life. And as well, this unfocused energy is definitely coming from the king. Yeah. They're just not able to find a path to you. Whether that is good, bad, their fault, your fault, it really doesn't fucking matter at this point. It's just a really gross energy. And I'm sorry, but it's really not happening. There's going to be a separation no matter what. And that is the outcome card, separating. That is donezo. I got to be straight up. I can't say anything nice about that one. Eesh. Gross. Gross. I don't like it. Okay. Let's move on to Gemini. Let's get into the Gemini love, or, you know, maybe just a hangout, maybe just relationship in the future. Where we at, Gemini, for relationship, spiritual, emotional growth, love, 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 soul connect, twin, maybe. Maybe a twin flame. All right. Let's have a break. Okay. We have our 8 of Cups, and that is reverse. I always forget to do that. Knight of Wands. That is upright. Knight of Swords. Don't look at my nails. I just took off fake nails. Don't look at the nails. 10 of Cups. That is upright. 7 of Pentacles. That is reverse. Let me feel. Let me feel. Okay, so the person that you're interested in is definitely a water sign, maybe. Could even be an earth sign. I'm not going to rule out the earth sign because, yeah. Okay, so they're kind of matching up. Okay, so it's almost as if you're kind of involved with maybe a water earth sign. They're definitely in an aimless direction. They're not going anywhere specific. They're just walking away from the situation or you, and they don't even know they don't even know there could be a relationship. I mean, this could be them walking away before they've even met you, or this could be somebody walking away specifically from you. There's energy here. There's, you know, impulsive action though also, but there's, you know, an adventurous vibe about the person. They're pretty inspired by things as well. But there seems to be a lot of different views. So that doesn't mean necessarily like it won't work out, but it's just definitely coming into a place where there's a conflicting issue along the lines of family or community, maybe their sense of rituals or their traditions, and vice is yours. So maybe their beliefs are in a different place or values, and yours are in a completely different place. I mean, it could be a measure of things. There is something specific about messages that are pretty upset going back and forth though. The outcome card is definitely kind of expressing a giving up energy, losing faith, maybe not taking it seriously. So there's no follow through, and there's frustration for sure. So this is could have been good. It feels like it could have been good, but it feels like it's just you two are both so different that it's not, and that is taking an effect, or it could take an effect. So again, this could be happening, or it could begin to happen, and that's what will end up happening. So that is what your outcome is to that. So not a great one either, but again, nothing ever speaks positively in the outcomes period here every single time. So Gemini, we're going to be moving forward. Let's move into our Cancer reading. Let me get a few shuffles here. I'm going to remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can come back for all your notifications, all of your future readings. Come back here, as well as go check out Facebook, Instagram, Hangman Tarot, and the new TikTok, Hangman Tarot, no caps, no spaces. All right, 10 of Cups upright. Got our Moon card that is also upright. Queen of Swords upright. Thank goodness. Page of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. 9. What am I talking about here? Okay. They could definitely be a water sign. I'm vibing off earth sign. It could possibly earth sign too here. Okay, so they're pretty chill. They're pretty loving. They're very interested in family, this individual. They feel a little insecure and they have a little anxiety about relationships. So they're in a place where they have been jaded, obviously, and they are uncertain when it comes to anything love. And they're very, very much in a place of just kind of paying attention to the dream-like state that they're in. But, you know, they're very relaxed. Again, they're very loving. They're very much wanting the family thing, but they also have a definite fear of relationships. They definitely are very uncertain about love. So even if this person is with you or maybe with you, again, this is something that is completely internal and comes from something else. It has nothing to do with Cancer. Okay, so the connection would be super powerful and it would be very much in both your benefits, but it appears that the willpower and the experiences from both of you could capsize the situation. But there's also a lot about taking risks here. So just if you're passionate enough, there doesn't seem to be a problem, because that is coming up with a solution in the situation. So if you're confident and if you come up with enough confidence to get into this, you guys could be okay, because the insecurity and the love or the relationship is definitely going to be a trust thing. So as long as you build up that confidence to be in the relationship, there doesn't seem to be an issue. But again, there's always those types of issues when it comes into things like this. But it does appear the outcome is going to be success. So there is a success here, whether that is something that you are just dealing in or the both of you. It feels as if there's a self-discipline from the both of you, and you're both really focused maybe on the coin. And it's very graceful. So it's like one of those people that have all of that really hard stuff going on the inside. They're able to push through with this beauty and this grace and this strength, even though they're fucked with enough, but they can still look like fucking flowers floating around down the fucking river. Like, it's a beautiful thing. I can't express that enough. That's just kind of what this vibe is giving me. So this person, Cancer, seems to be quite the catch, even though it might be a little difficult and there might be, you know, some insecurities in the beginning, trust things. Go for it, because I mean, you don't want to give up on someone because they have experiences, especially when they look like they don't, and they act like they don't. So definitely vibe with them, go with them, move with that. Just know though, it's not gonna stop the building of it. It will look like it and it will feel like it, but keep moving, keep building, darling, because that person might be really rad. So if you have somebody like that and that resonates, I mean, stick through it, hang out. They seem like a powerhouse to me. They feel like that very much so, and they feel like they will be on your team, Cancer, no matter what. So do it. Just do it. Okay. Let me get these crossed off here. Okay. All right, we got Leo up next. Leo. Let me get a couple more shuffles in. Predicted deck. All right, Leo. Got our star card that is in reverse. Straight out the gate, we have a 7 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. So we're looking into the earth, a little earthy here. Moving into some water, some cups. That is the King. Another earth sign, so 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So the individual, they're at a place, they're not feeling like at all wanting to share. They don't want to share, you know, the bill. They don't want to share expense. They don't want to share love. It's feeling like the spirit is low in this individual. This individual is an earth sign for sure. If you are to meet, it will definitely feel like it's a lot of time. So it'll feel like a pause. It'll feel definitely like there's some space or time to reflect, but it doesn't mean yes or no. It's just kind of what it will feel like in the beginning. It could develop, it could, you know, manifest into something. But I'm definitely feeling like there's a new beginning to a new relationship, specifically talking about money and such. But again, this person could be super independent. And maybe that's kind of why they're like offish about certain things. Yeah, so there's, okay, so either you or this person is definitely feeling a security through money, which is like a total no-no, but that it does happen. And it happens a lot in your readings, Leo, for sure. But there's a lonely feeling at the end of this reading, and a lot of it has to do with money and control. So no matter what it is and what's happening, the money opportunities are not weighing out love. Well, they are, it is weighing out love is what I'm trying to say. So the money is more important in this relationship is what I'm vibing off. And it's definitely, it's feeling heavy in the beginning when you're meeting in on this earth sign. And then it moves in more towards, you know, maybe, and it's almost like that earth sign takes a minute and is like, well, maybe I will. Maybe, you know what? I like my money and you're just in the way. You're in the way of the money, and the money bag is important to this human or this individual or this energy or whatever this is. But definitely you're going to be in a lonely situation because the relationship is being trumped by the money situation. So however you want to feel off that, or however that resonates for you, Leo, that individual has a relationship with finances. And you, darling, you are not money sign. You are not a money sign. You are a Leo. You know, you could be in this relationship. I mean, this could just be, you know, the ending of a tragic, you know, money versus love or evil versus good type stories happening. Who knows? But understand that you will never, ever fulfill somebody who thinks that money can secure them from loneliness, death, any of it. Because they're going to have a very rude awakening eventually. But I wouldn't want to be there when it happens. No, I wouldn't. Dude. Okay. All right, let's get into Virgo. Virgo, love, where we at here? I mean, eventually we all kind of fall into love, but Virgo, spiritual happiness. I mean, but it's just kind of a general vibe on where we're at, though. Cards going here. All right, so first up we've got our Judgment, and that is in reverse. Sun. So we've got two major arcanas thus far being. This relationship is going to make some sort of an impact on your life. So kind of like in a pivotal place in your life. So 9 of Swords. Next up, fire. Got a little fire here. Got our Knight of Wands. Last but not least, we have our 2 of Wands. Okay, let me feel off this for a moment. Okay. So I'm getting a Libra as the individual. That is definitely what I'm getting. Libra is definitely going to be the interest of love here. Again, if this doesn't resonate with your storyline, then that's just, you know, that's what it is. This individual is super fun. They're super positive. They beam, you know, quite like a sun, if you will. They're going to be in a place when you're first kind of connecting where they feel like they might have failed within their life and they know that they have to begin new. So it might be the best shot to get in there with this individual, you know, in a place where they're seeking forgiveness from themselves, and they might be, you know, lost, but they know that there's, you know, a new cycle beginning. So they're ready for this new beginning to happen. Again, this is going to be definitely going to be, yeah, it's definitely going to be in a place where change is super required for this individual. So they're going to be a place in their life where that's super specific, is they need a new cycle to happen. They need a completion and they need to begin again. They're going to suppress, you know, again, the relationship in the beginning. So they're going to be very off-putting in the beginning, because there's, yeah. So, and there will be frustration definitely from you. So there is a passion in this whole thing. There's passion from you, and there will be, you know, a frustration from you as well because of the scatteredness of the situation and knowing that there's a change required. And that brings a whole new energy when things are trying to start, and then you're trying to start something too. So there'll almost be like an ignoring. It feels like you have been ignored, or, you know, whatever. But there's going to be a yes. There's definitely going to be a yes, but it just feels like, you know, if there's no wealth or some kind of status in the situation, then it feels like you will have to require yourself to find yourself a new route, and not with this Libra in the situation. There you go. I have nothing else to say about that. All I have to say is that change on top of change. It seems very heavy, but it doesn't mean no. So there is a yes at the end. There's a yes in the outcome. But again, it's going to be a difficult road. I mean, which road isn't, you know? You know, they all have exits. They all have lines. They all have assholes honking their horns at you. They all have red lights. They all have green ones. But the yellow ones, that's a really hard one. That's the yellow ones really drag you down, because you could slow down, you could speed up. It's like, where the fuck do I go? Well, if this relationship is anything like I think it'll be like a highway or a road. That's where you'll be, and there you'll be hitting a yellow light. And we don't always know, but watch out for your Libras and their delay in love, darling. Okay. Speaking of Libra, I think we're going to do Libra's love reading. Let me get this crossed off, though. Yes, we are. We'll do Libra and then Scorpio. How about that? How about that? Because that's what we're doing. We're reading cards, huh? Yeah? Okay. All right. First up, we've got our Page of Swords, 3 of Cups, Empress card, Major Arcana, ooh, 8 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Earth. You got a little Earth here. I'm getting air sign though, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So this is definitely an air sign. It could be water too, though, or earth. I'm going to go with air or water. There's a risk in the individual, trouble, just kind of in the past, trouble with the law, maybe. Taking a risk that causes problems in general, maybe having some mental instability or mental and spiritual leveling down. But doesn't mean that it has never leveled up or won't. There's an embrace immediately in the relationship. So whether you're in it or you begin to get into it or whatever it is, you definitely find yourself embracing this individual or they embrace you immediately. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of like, almost like when you guys get together, it's like this party or something. It's just like this rad situation, a sense of connect for sure. There is definitely a dependence on each other. So there's an over dependence on each other as far as like coupling, and the focusing on yourself and the drive to be independent lowers a little bit, and you will kind of create a block in your art realm, if you will, or even in your financial or spiritual. But it's definitely rapid moving. So it is quick moving as far as I'm concerned with this. It's definitely going quickly, a little more quick, but there's a lot of truths that haven't been said up front, and those things will come out. I don't know why, but that's just kind of what it's saying to me. Intuitively, I'm feeling that. And there's definitely a situation with securing through money. Again, trying to find all the coin and save it so that you can either build a secure fence around you so nobody fucks with you because you got a bunch of money. But it doesn't work like that. You become very lonely, even when you're in a relationship, when you depend on money in that sense. But this relationship will definitely be pretty quick. So it'll be quick. It was embraced with much love. It was just feels like celebration every time you're with this individual. But, you know, they definitely were in a place where they were taking risks with their mental and spiritual leveling up. And they have definitely had some legal issues in the past. But again, that doesn't mean that they have them now or will continue to have them. But know that history repeats itself. Watch your ass. Everybody watch your ass. Yeah, the money thing is an issue. There's a money issue in the relationship. So either with it not being enough or being too much, or you know what, I can't handle you talking about money all the time, or you're always working, or whatever it is, you know, be wary of that also. Moving into Scorpio. Again, make sure that you subscribe to Hangman Tarot so that you can come back for all of your future readings. Go check out Instagram, Facebook, Hangman Tarot, as well as TikTok. TikTok now. Hangman Tarot, no caps, no spaces. Excuse me. Okay, Scorpio. And now, however this comes out for you, however this resonates for you, please allow it to resonate. If it does not fit your storyline, please try to take a little something from it so you can add some intention to your day, your hour, whatever that may be. Grow from a little bit of it, whatever. If it just truly drags ass and it doesn't go with you at all, it just wasn't yours. Okay. Scorpio. All right. We've got our Chariot reverse. Next up, Six of Cups. And that is also reverse. Got our Two of Wands. That's upright. Of course. The Lovers card. The Lovers. And last but not least, Three of Swords. All right. Give me a minute. Feel vibe. Oh, this is the worst fucking reading I've ever seen in my life. Okay, again, however this fits your storyline, whether this could be in a relationship already, you could have this relationship in the future or in the past. But this is a person who's pretty erratic. They have lack of confidence. So they're emotionally just kind of flowing around distraught. So they're just all over the place, very much in their head, kind of disconnected, if you will. They're definitely kind of in the past still. So they've got a lot of anxiety with moving forward because of that. So they're very much stuck in the past as far as like trauma, maybe memories, experiences, or maybe they just are stuck there and that's all they can think about and talk about, whatever it may be. It's talking about this relationship could definitely alter the course of your life. So it'll take you into a place where you start making money, it is saying. And it is definitely going to help you to achieve a different financial status or place in your life. So you were in one status when you met the person and you'll be in a different one next after you've met the person and been with the person or whatever it may be, or maybe that's already happened to you. So this is an air sign too. This gotta be an air sign. Whew. Okay, so there's going to be a relationship issue. There could be a separation. There could be a disconnect, or there could just be missed harmony or missed communication in the situation too, because there'll be a third party separation. That's from that Three of Swords. So there's definitely going to be a third party involving in this relationship that makes it so that you let go of the situation because you're like, I'm not fucking dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this next person in this relationship fucking shit up. I'm done. I'm out of here. So that's what's going to happen. In comes you two. She crazy or he crazy, and they're a mess. And then you start building together, and then it almost looks like it's okay because the money thing takes over and it makes it look all pretty for a minute. And then it's just fucked because they bring in a third party. They bring in some kind of a love triangle. It's just something you cannot manage. You don't want two humans, you want one. So that's where that heads. I mean, that third party could even be their job. So, I mean, that could go to a whole other place. However it resonates with you. But that reading sucks, and I don't want to talk about it anymore because it feels disgusting. And it sucks. I'm sorry, it just sucks. God, it is not the month of love, honey. It's almost like a month of money. These damn leprechauns. Damn leprechauns running after the coin. Running after the coin, honey. Okay. That reading sucked. Ugh. Not cute. Not cute. Whoever's with Scorpio. Let me get this marked off and I'll get to the next one. Okay, Sagittarius is up next. Sagittarius out there somewhere making jokes, not taking anything seriously, just chilling out, having an optimistic day, just positive as fuck until you fuck with them. Sagittarius needs to calm down. Calm down when you get upset, okay? Okay. Go one more shuffle. Whew. That reading was terrible, though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like that. I don't like it. It's like I'm ratting people out every time I do a reading. Here. But it's a good thing though, because then we can, we can learn from the cards. You don't want to like take that in as a bad shit. Like, you just need to learn from what it is that could be there. And if it's already went through there, you're like, damn. Like, I've already gone through that, lady. Thanks for pointing it out and talking about it, though. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. We've got our... Really? Really, though? Lovers. Reverse once again, because it always brings good news, doesn't it? Bring a little Gemini into the situation. That's what happens, okay? All right. Page of Swords. Got our Emperor. Got two major arcana. So this relationship will be in a place where there's a transition in your life, or it might deeply impact this so much that it changes your life. We've got our Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords. Get some air in there. I'm thinking that this individual is pretty much... Whew. Okay, Sagittarius. This person is definitely coming off to me as air. Could even get as descriptive as Gemini. Okay, so they have relationship issue. They have disharmony within themselves. So to put them in a relationship would be to test their mental capability in a relationship. And that's probably not what you want to do, because this is coming off as this is a risk. This is a mental risk, actually. Somebody who's just, they're very overly confident, but yet they are spiritually or mentally immature. So they could be in a place where they're just like not doing okay as far as being diagnosed with something, which, you know, it doesn't mean that they can't be loved. It just means that's where they're at here right now, kind of struggling with it. They've had some maybe legalities or trouble with the law even. So this is definitely something that is not conducive to you, Sagittarius, because you're just not interested in that shit. There's someone in the situation is a control freak also. So there's a super, super loss of any kind of power. That's going to make the whole circle of manipulation in the relationship really thick, okay? Especially if there's a control freak. There's going to be lying. There's going to be trust issues. There's going to be all sorts of shit going on here, because on top of some type of mental thing happening. This is not, I mean, this could be back and forth. This could be you. This could be them. But I'm getting the sense that this is them because it keeps showing up in the cards. There's definitely going to be a struggle in the beginning, and you're kind of going to be taking all the blame in the relationship. Yeah. But you're willing to put tough times behind you. You or them. Because you guys do, in outcome, definitely find a new anything would help the situation. I'm just like completely at awe in this reading right now. Okay, so y'all found some, okay, so spiritual growth can pretty much save the day. If you start growing and you get to level up spiritually and you get into a place where you start really focusing on belief and hope and faith and thinking that all things can grow and become different in a good sense, in a divine sense, then you guys will be fine. But it's almost like y'all want to start building a different lifestyle, especially all the way from a place where there was mental instability and just issue on top of issue here. A lot of struggle in this relationship. But again, leading into light, definitely is leading into light. So now, Sagittarius, if you're in a relationship that you feel is very difficult and you do feel like you have all the blame put on you, just hang in there if you can. And wait for that light, because there's always, I mean, it's got to give, right? It's got to give. And we all kind of run into growth eventually. Well, I would like to think that anyway. I definitely would think that. Like, how could you not? I mean, maybe we don't. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't even know. I didn't even think about it. I kind of just assume that we do. But anyway, so Sagittarius, this person is going to be pretty heavy and bog you down. So you just got to hang in there, because that shit's, you know, if it's heavy according to like somebody else, then it's going to be heavy for Sagittarius. So y'all are pretty optimistic in a sense. So, okay. Cross it off. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces left here. We'll move into our Capricorn, because that's always a fun reading. It's always a confusing reading. It's like always trying to tell Capricorn to stop it. Just stop. Just stop with the silent treatment. Just go hang out with the person. Just be nice. Quit thinking you're right. Okay, just get it over. Just get it over with. I'm just kidding. No. Okay. All right. All right. Capricorn, first card up, we've got our Queen of Cups. Next up, we got our Page of Wands. Three of Swords. Nine of Pentacles, that is in reverse. King of Cups. He keeps popping up tonight, don't he? It's like, did somebody say King? Cups? Water? I'm here. All right. Put those down for a minute. Okay. So I'm getting water. Yeah, water or air for sure. So, Capricorn. Okay. So in this relationship, there's definitely going to be a lack of security. So the person that you're going to run into or maybe interested in, maybe you've already dealt with, they're pretty sensitive, almost overly sensitive, almost so much that they take everything pretty personal as far as like it's not actually about them type thing. So when you first kind of meeting them, they definitely were a challenge, but they kind of almost, it was almost like it was over before it started type of thing. There's lack of inner work with the individual, and that even could be kind of laying on you. Again, if that resonates, that's how it resonates. Again, you're kind of in the past. You're kind of sitting on the fact that there was some type of pain, separation in a relationship beforehand. Just don't hold on to it, because again, that really fucks up your stuff, especially in specific previous readings. You definitely like to hold on to the past, whether that was when you were a child or with another woman or man. You're fucking things up because you bring your past into you know, your present situation, and it's like it has no future there. It has nothing there. There's nothing there. Like you can't do anything with it. It's like not there. Like, why are you doing that? Stop it. So that's what you do in a specific sense. There's definitely a lack of security. Again, there's some dishonesty, and you kind of overly into your financials again, like usual. The outcome feels like it could be, but again, that it's almost, it feels like it's up to you though. So there's a sense of like an individual in the situation is relaxed and like unfocused on the bullshit, but yeah, they might, you know, be kind of careless in a sense to you. So it's almost like you see, okay, so I'm seeing where this is going. Okay, so the person that's taking things personally is probably actually Capricorn, you here. So you're actually seeing things in a completely different light. This person is pretty relaxed. So it's not like that they don't give a shit or they don't care, but they just pretty chill or whatever. So it's definitely something kind of more laying on your side. But you need to show your nutties before it's too late. Otherwise, they out. They ain't hanging out waiting for you to grow them. They thought you had them when they got in the relationship. Girl or boy, I don't care. I'm just saying, like, they literally thought you had a set of cojones when they, you know, met you and got together with you, or a set of titas or whatever it is. But they are sensing that you lack courage, that you lack the strength they thought that you had. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that your perception is completely fucking off. And I mean, most perception, we should be open to it, but sometimes it's not what you perceive. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. We got Aquarius and Pisces next up. Aquarius is next, and then Pisces. Get a couple more shuffles here. Try and get a vibe off the Aquarius. I just keep seeing teal. Aquarius teal. I know. I don't even think teal's the birthstone. What is it? I'm trying to remember. Because I think that's Pisces. I think Pisces is more of a teal. Amethyst? No, that's purple. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Aquarius. We got our Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, 2 Knights, darling. 2 Knights, 2 Knights. All right. We've got this Queen of Cups reversed again. Ah, for the love of God, he's back. King of Cups. He came back. All right. 4 of Pentacles. That is reverse. Okay. A lot of money bullshit. A lot of like the greedy stuff tonight. Like a lot of the too consumed about money, which doesn't surprise me because we just in that day and age. Okay, so the importance of this person, specifically meeting them, when you're meeting them, they're pretty impulsive as far as being an individual. They're fire sign, most definitely feeling that. They are pretty adventurous. They have a lot of energy. There's a lot of things going on about this person that would make you think fire or passion. When you're first kind of meeting them, they're pretty moody. They're imaginative. They're very romantic when you first kind of run into them. And they're pretty sensitive as far as a human being goes, but I wouldn't really expect anything less as far as, you know, kind of running into an Aquarius. I would just kind of assume you were specific to that. They do know that, so you know, in the beginning, one of you begins to kind of sugarcoat stuff. And if they're a fire sign, their pictures are always going to be colored brighter than yours. Okay. Okay. So by the end of this, it's looking like love needs to be prioritized in the situation. So there needs to be a reevaluation of the situation. Again, you seem to be pretty chill about the situation, pretty, you know, happy and content as far as life goes. But there's, you know, there's a lot of things lacking when it comes to growth in the relationship, or could, you know, that's what could be coming up here. The relationship, when there's a relationship with somebody who's patient like you, the sensitivities really start to bother. But there's also a greed situation, maybe a protection of the money. So it's almost as if, no matter how fucking relaxed or chill or vibrant or passionate people can be, we still get a little weird with our money. So again, the money seems to be kind of coming into the situation, being a priority compared to what it should be. So you're definitely in a place by the end of this, or the outcome of this, to reevaluate the relationship. So it's almost as if, can you deal with this? Or can they deal with this? Or whatever. Aquarius, come on. Because sometimes when someone's so relaxed, it's almost like you're like, so do you care? Because there's, you know, there's a lot about not caring in the cards. So yeah, you know, show how much you care about these people. Just do it. Okay. Alrighty. We got our last one up, Pisces. What do you think about your love life, Pisces? I think we're going to find out. Do 2 more here. Big old cards. Just enormous to shuffle. All right. Okay. Star upright. Starting out pretty good. Pretty good. We'll just end it on that one. All right. We got our 6 of Swords. High Priestess reversed, darling. Not always a bad thing when things are reversed. 10 of Swords. 7 of Wands. A little passion. A little balance. Standing up. Strong. Courageous. Okay. Pretty positive individual. So they're a pretty positive individual. They have a new way of thinking. It appears that their internal harmony is on fleek. So they have leveled up. Okay, so even though they're this really cool person or positive and they've leveled up and blah, 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 does not mean that the perception is correct. So there will be a secret revealed because there's some holding back and excuses as far as being in this partnership. So you are lying to yourself when you're in a relationship like this because the illusion of a person will always be wrong because it's an illusion. So you need to make sure that you're paying very close attention because, you know, a lot of people come with 2 faces and it's fine. I mean, that's just who they are. It is what it is. But you will, by the end of this situation, stand up for what the fuck's right. That's all I got to say. You will definitely take the higher road. You know that you're too strong-willed for the situation, and you know you ain't got time for bullshit. And this is going to be bullshit. Sorry, but that's going to be bullshit. That is tough. So that is the end of that reading. It goes pretty quickly. And it feels like that relationship will go pretty quickly. It kind of is like that. And that even might be a relationship that, again, you've already gone through, maybe something upcoming, not even like a year from now, like who knows? But when you meet that person, make sure that you are paying attention. Don't marry the illusion. Don't fall in love with the dream of what you think or perceive this person to be. Understand what it is that you will be dealing with and then marry the person, or don't. I mean, just don't fool yourself though and then marry them and be like, you're not what I thought you were. You fucking stop it. All right, so make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Come back for all of your readings, all of your general readings, love readings, current energy, and you know, go check out the Facebook and Instagram, Hangman Tarot. Also TikTok, Hangman Tarot, and that is going to be no spaces, no capitals, nothing, no fancy things. Yeah, just come back time and time again, if you would. All right, thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. Thank you. Otherwise, we will see you soon.